Happy Friday, or is it? Well, like a lot of you, I woke up this morning hoping last night's meeting at the Capitol Hill offices of Speaker Nancy Pelosi. I was hoping the meeting resulted in an agreement on a new stimulus package. What was I thinking? What I did is I got online and what I read was this. White House and Congress say stark divisions remain over a stimulus plan. There's little to suggest a compromise is in sight for pandemic relief, another headline said, but there was an ominous headline and it said this: virus aid talks on brink of collapse, sides far apart. Hi everybody, my name is Lou Reyes and welcome to Over 50 TV, where we serve up the latest news about work and money for people over 50. Well, after more than 3 hours of talks, negotiators last night once again emerged without an agreement. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, she says we're very far apart. It's most unfortunate. What an understatement. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, he says we're still considerably apart in terms of a compromise that could be signed into law. We're willing, he says, we're willing to stay engaged, but I could tell you that the differences are still significant. Some of those significant differences, aid to state and local governments, have been talking about that for a while. And now what I'm hearing is funding for the US Postal Service is on the agenda. One thing it does appear, though, it does appear that the enhanced unemployment benefits, it appears that they're edging closer to a resolution. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell told reporters on Tuesday that he's prepared to support a coronavirus stimulus package that includes an extension of the $600 enhanced unemployment benefits. That has now officially expired. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell also announced that the Senate, and he announced this on the Senate floor, he says that the Senate, he won't adjourn the Senate for the planned August recess, and he won't do that officially, but he did say senators can return home and will be given 24 hours notice to return for a vote on a deal if it's reached. McConnell added, a lot of Americans' hopes, a lot of Americans' lives are riding on the Democrats' endless talk. I hope, he says, I hope they're not disappointed. Well, Mr. McConnell, they've been disappointed for a long time in the Republicans and with the Democrats. At this point, it's highly likely talks will stretch into next week. It's also likely that President Trump will continue his threat to take executive action, as he did in his tweet yesterday. What he said was, upon departing the Oval Office for Ohio, I've notified my staff to continue working on an executive order with respect to payroll tax cut, eviction protections, and unemployment extensions, and he added, and student loan repayment options. Seth Hanlon, a tax policy expert at the Center for American Progress, he offered his opinion on the president's threat. He says Congress has to pass tax laws, not the president. He says the president has limited authority to postpone tax filing and payment deadlines in instances of disasters. Well, Mr. Hanlon, this is becoming a disaster. This lack of a cohesive, of a comprehensive stimulus plan is becoming a disaster for millions of Americans, and that includes business owners who are counting on the PPP program, which expires this weekend. But today's not over. It's still Friday. It's still early. Maybe, just maybe, Congress and the president will pull a rabbit out of their hat and we'll have a stimulus deal in place. But at this point, my friends, I wouldn't count on it. That's all I got for you today, folks, and I want to thank you for watching this episode of Over 50 TV, where we serve up the latest news about work and money for people over 50. If you would, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. You can do that pretty easily. Just go ahead and hit that little red button. It's underneath your screen. Well, as I always say, have a great day, everybody.